Access Hollywood is a weekday television entertainment news program covering events and celebrities in the entertainment industry. It was created by former Entertainment Tonight executive producer Jim Van Messel, and is currently produced by Robert Silverstein and directed by Richard Plotkin. In previous years, Dougherty, Christopher A. Berry and Kim Anastasia directed the program. Access Hollywood primarily focuses on news in the music, television, and film industries. History: Access Hollywood has been nationally syndicated in the United States since September 9, 1996. It was previously produced by NBC Studios and has changed distributors over the years, first with New World Television, then 20th Television, followed by Warner Brothers Television Distribution, and then to NBC Enterprises when the network started up its own syndication division. Today, Universal Television Distribution, in association with NBC's owned and operated station KNBC, has been solely responsible for its production and distribution since 2004. Warner Brothers continues its involvement with the program, now being responsible for barter ad sales for Access Hollywood. On September 7, 2010, Access Hollywood began broadcasting in high definition. On May 1, 2012, Universal Television Distribution announced it would renew Access Hollywood for 3 additional years through the 2014-15 season. On-air staff Current Anchor, Billy Bush, Anchor Executive Producer. Correspondents, Tim Vincent, Correspondent, Kit Hoover, Correspondent, Jill Martin, Guest Correspondent. Former Larry Ment, Weekday Weekend Anchor, Giselle Fernandez, Weekday Anchor Correspondent, Nancy O'Dell, Weekday Anchor Correspondent, Pat O'Brien, Weekday Weekend Anchor Correspondent, Jeff Probst, Correspondent, Tony Potts, Weekend Anchor Correspondent, Stephen Kojokarup, Fashion Correspondent, Maria Menounos, Correspondent, Michelle Beadle, Correspondent, Sean Robinson, Correspondent Weekend Anchor. Segments: Nation, which will allow viewers the opportunity to help producers select what is in the nightly show, in case you missed it, where the show's staff discusses unique moments on television, film, music and the web. Watch This, which suggests television shows that Access Hollywood's team of experts recommend. The Final 45 will be a recap at the end of the show about the day's most important entertainment news. Access Express will separate fact from fiction and dispute daily entertainment stories or news that might be false. Access Across America In 2005, Access Hollywood went on a month-long road trip called Access Across America while the studio underwent a major overhaul. The show's new set was done in pastel colors with a modern flair, separating its look from other similar shows, including rival Entertainment Tonight. The new look also included a brand new graphics package. Access Hollywood is taped at Studio One at the Burbank Studios in Burbank, former home of The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. Currently with Days of Our Lives, it was one of 2 remaining NBC-produced programs as of 2014 originating from Burbank. Access Hollywood is expected to move to Universal City and Universal Studios Hollywood sometime later in the year as NBC's operations continue to combine in Universal City. Spinoffs: The program has had some short-lived spin-offs in the last few years, including AMC Access for the AMC channel, and Real Access for the N and Nickelodeon. The network most recently produced the African-American-oriented TV One Access for the TV One cable channel. The programs formerly did entertainment segments for NBC's cable news channel titled Access MSNBC, though these have been withdrawn as MSNBC's news coverage has become mainly political. Access Hollywood Live a spin-off of Access Hollywood, called Access Hollywood Live, debuted on September 13, 2010 in high definition. The daytime talk show, hosted by Billy Bush and Kit Hoover, features entertainment news stories and in-studio guests. The program was initially seen only on NBC-owned and operated stations in 6 markets and Fox-owned and operated stations in 6 other major markets, all on stations that already carry the flagship series. Since September 2011, the program also began being distributed to non-network-owned stations that also carry the flagship series. Access Hollywood Live was recorded at NBC Studios in Burbank, California until the show currently moved to 10 Universal City Plaza in Universal City, California in summer 2015 and also located at Studio 1A in Rockefeller Center, in New York City. On May 1, 2012, along with Access Hollywood's renewal for 3 additional seasons, Universal Television Distribution announced it would give Access Hollywood Live a 3rd season renewal for the 2012-13 season. International versions: in Canada, Rogers Media's Omni Television airs the U.S. version of Access Hollywood Live while independent station CHCH began airing the half-hour weekday U.S. version in fall 2014. Bell Media Channel CTV2 used to air the half-hour weekday U.S. version since fall 2011 but it was discontinued in 2013. The United Kingdom version began in 2003 hosted by Kate Garraway and Vincent. There was a short-lived national version for the Republic of Ireland on the TV3 Group's defunct Channel 6 hosted by Jenny Buckley from 2006. Spoofs: the show was parodied in the show Arthur in the Special Arthur, It's Only Rock and Roll when a spoof named Access Elwood interviewed the band You Stink. In the South Park episode Free Hat, a show airs called Access Hollywood with a look-alike of then-host Pat O'Brien. Craig Ferguson often parodies Access Hollywood on The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson in a segment called Access Extratainment Tonight with Ferguson as Barney Slash. In The Simpsons movie, the show is mentioned in an argument between Homer and Marge. In The Simpsons episode Hello Gutter, Hello Fadder, when hosts Pat O'Brien and Nancy O'Dell guest star as hosts of Access Springfield. References. External links: AccessHollywood.com, official Access Hollywood website, AccessHollywoodLive.com, official Access Hollywood Live website, Access Hollywood at the Internet Movie Database, Access Hollywood Live at the Internet Movie Database, Access Hollywood at TV.com, Real Access at TV.com.